I need your help in the General Assembly on workers' issues and on jobs issues. If you've been watching the news or seen some of the debate, you understand that I have tried, and the leadership of the General Assembly have tried very aggressively to be bipartisan. I'm here to tell you today that I'm a Democrat and the Senate and the House are led by Republican leaders. I've got friends on both sides of the aisle. Y'all remember I'm married to a Republican who changed parties the first Christmas we were married and is now independent. He says he votes for me, but I'm not sure. But a lot of you say that too. I'm not sure sometimes. But the bottom line is I know how to work with Republicans, and I intend to work as much as I can for the people of North Carolina with the leadership. That's good, healthy politics. But when I have to, and if I have to, if the occasion rises, I will stand up and make the tough decisions I need to make. I have refused to use the word veto. I've told the press over and over, I don't know how to spell it. That's not what I'm talking about today. But let me tell you what's going on now. And you think about it, and if you believe in what I believe is right for North Carolina, I need for you to help me with the legislative leaders and the members who live in your district. Because all of you should know, and if you don't know, and if your members don't know, learn very quickly who your state senators and your representatives are. Because you sent them here. They represent you and your families. And it's their obligation and their responsibility to listen to the people from their district and to stand up for the people of their district and the state. I've been amazed that there's a piece of legislation running through the General Assembly that focuses on saving money from this year's budget for next summer, June 30th, July 1st. Now that makes sense. I've been doing that without the proper constitutional authority. I have done a pathway to save $400 million in this year's budget that doesn't end until the end of June. Now I've done that, again, without the proper authority because I've asked, and my cabinet and council of state contemporaries, my partners in North Carolina, have been really helpful. They've done what they needed to do without me having the ability to make them do it. They understand the crisis, the challenge that North Carolina faces. So I can put $400 million in the bank, but I respect the debate that's going on. Our leadership in the General Assembly really decided through, I think, good common sense, they wanted to try to find more. The problem becomes I've been doing this 2 years. I kind of know where the money is, and I kind of know what it's taken for Secretary of Commerce and me to be able to convince businesses from around the world or around the country or from your small town to reinvest or to front up and come to North Carolina. It's taken something ugly. I understand nobody likes it, called incentives. If 49 other states are going to meet with these leaders and say, come to my state, come to Virginia, come to Florida, come to Georgia, come to Massachusetts, for goodness sakes. The governor of Massachusetts is a great friend of mine, but we're competing for the same jobs. He's fighting as hard as I am for his people. He should be. And so we find ourselves battling each other over who can provide the most attractive package to land those jobs in this. That's what you want me to do. You want job growth in North Carolina. That's how we're competitive. Well, for whatever reason, to put money in the bank for next year, to make these tough budget decisions less heinous. I understand all that. I feel the same way. That's why I've gotten $400 million already. The leadership have decided that part of the equation for saving money for next year ought to be to take the incentive money that we have now that's so critically important in the discussions I have with companies. Since this debate began 2 weeks ago, I'm told, I've had 2 calls myself, I can't tell you the companies' names, but I'm told that Commerce at this point in time has had 6 of our major industrial lands in North Carolina talk about with them their concern over the fact that this debate is so uncertain. They want to be assured that North Carolina can honor its economic promises. This is not a good conversation for people who live in the state or out of the state to be having about our state during a time that they have the ability to choose from 5 or 6 or 20 other states. This is a hard try to explain to them. I don't like what's going on in the General Assembly. My last 2 years have been very focused as I talk to businesses, as I talk to them about the quality of your communities, the wonderful quality of our workforce, the quality of our public schools, the hope and opportunity North Carolina offers, and then I talk to them about their incentive package, and I talk to them about the obligations they would take if they took a chance and invested in North Carolina. Those are important discussions, my friends. We haven't been successful because the good fairy sprinkled fairy dust on us. We've been successful because we've been driven and focused and strategic, and we had a toolbox that would allow us to compete globally. Think about it. Think about it. It means more industries in your communities. Look at Caterpillar. A lot of your members work there. Look at the stuff we've done in Charlotte. A lot of your members work there. Come with me to Winston. A lot of your members work there. This is you. This is your friends and your factory or your business that I'm talking about. I need some help. The state needs some help. You can be with me or against me. I don't care. But the bottom line is we all need to be aware of what's going on in Raleigh. And we all need to be aware that every decision made in that building comes back to affect you and your family. It will affect your child's public school. It will affect your ability in your community to work and play. It will affect the quality of the Little League baseball or band or soccer team. Because if we don't have these companies in your state, you don't have philanthropic contributions from businesses who support all those nonprofits. You've seen our United Way giving this year is down. It's all tied together. We've got to have an economy that's robust. We're on our way. The AFL-CIO surely understands what's at stake. I believe in the middle of the night when I wake up, what's at stake is pretty simple. It's pretty simple. It doesn't take a politician to tell you. It doesn't take a governor. You know what's at stake. Our future's at stake. Every decision made that will take resources away from your child or grandchild's public school is a bad decision for North Carolina. Every decision made that will take resources away from our ability to compete globally for jobs and industry in this state, from my perspective, is a bad decision. Every other thing that's done that I want to elaborate affects you. Don't ever forget it. Don't ever forget it. This is a democracy. We elect whom we want. That's what a democracy is about. But after the election, the people who are there should be held accountable. I'm asking the people of North Carolina to do that. You hold me accountable, I want that. You hold us all accountable. That's good for the state. I wish you well. I wish you well. I wish great things for you. I look forward to coming next year when I can say our unemployment rate has dropped 1,000,000 percentage points. That's my prayer at night. The good news for us is that North Carolina is the best state in America. I'm looking at some of the best leaders in America right here in this room. I thank you for your prayers, for your support, for your friendship, and for your tenacity to stand up across this state. The most important thing I thank you for, on behalf of the 9.5 million people who live here, is for the fact that you believe in the promise of tomorrow. You've always believed in that. That's why you're a part of this great organization, and that's why you're sitting here today. Thank you.